What's up, folks? My name is Melvin, and welcome. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you doing exceptionally well on this place that we call the internet. I'm going to introduce you to a friend. I actually totally forgot his name as I picked him up. I don't know what to call him, but he is very adorable and he lets me pick him up. So I'm going to do it. But, anyways, that's not why I made this video. I am bringing back a show that I think was very important for me, very influential for me. I learned a lot from making it, and there's a lot of elements about it that I truly appreciate that I missed with when it comes to how I used to make videos. And that is Food for Thought. Food for Thought was one of the first like full-fledged projects that I ever did, period. You know, I was never one for, I don't know, I just wasn't creative as a kid, or at least creative in the way where, okay, I have an idea and I'm going to spend weeks on it. I didn't really do that. If I made videos, they just took me a day. That's all it did. That was my attention span, and I was okay with it. But then I started noticing that videos were getting longer. Videos were getting 10 minutes long. And there was a lot of information in there. I was like, wow, like this 10-minute video is so compact, has so much knowledge and information. I want to learn how to make videos like that. So I, I just called it Food for Thought, and I would actually spend a few days writing the script. And yeah, it was just something that took a lot of effort on my end to create. It was something that I thought I was going to create like every other week. I thought that was going to be what created my YouTube career. But it never came to be that, you know, and I'm totally okay with that. It's now I'm totally cool with that not being my success. It's just I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to take on, that journey. I looked back at the videos not too long ago. They haven't aged well. They aged very poorly, and that's also okay, But yeah, I thought they were something. They just were not what I thought they were. Excuse me. My inspiration came from Vsauce. I just liked the way he presented himself. I liked the way you were learning something, but you just didn't feel like you were learning. It was so interesting, and I wanted to envelop that kind of character. And I just, like I said, it didn't go anywhere. Wasn't successful. I stopped making videos for years after that, and only this year can I truly say like I've finally I figured out the rhythm. I've been figuring out my formula, what makes me enjoy making content, and just realizing that, yeah, I truly enjoy content. I want to be a content creator. I want to create something that I can share. And I've been doing that, and there's so many different kinds of videos that I'm making. So that's been very helpful as well. It's allowing me to experiment with how to talk to an audience. What do I find comfortable? And I have become comfortable enough to a point where I feel like I want to start sharing this with more people. I want to, just have a conversation with you guys, try to talk to a larger audience. And that was something I was always scared about when I actually first started my project, which was Food for Thought. I was scared that people weren't going to like me, so I tried making them as amazing as possible. I genuinely put my all into it, but it was for the wrong reasons. I did it because I was scared. I would not release a video until it was perfect. And looking back at what I thought to be were the best that I could, it's funny. It's just something to laugh at. It's It's hindsight's 2020. I've, you know, grown up with a lot more knowledge than I thought I was going to have, It, ever since COVID, my life has just been flipped upside down. I thought, man, there's no way to recover from this. I lost like I don't know why I just am taking my 20s so seriously, but I did from like from like 20 to like now. I took life way too seriously. And funny enough, 5 years before that, I thought I was taking life way too seriously at that moment. But it's like, man, it's just crazy to look back at those things. But anyways, I'm back with this show, and I want to grow with you guys, share with you guys. I want to figure out how to be myself and just be okay with that. That's another scary thing for me. The internet has changed a lot since I started making content. For me, it just felt like a silly little place to make content. Now it is an industry within an industry within an industry. Making videos, YouTube, social media, there's literally a company for whatever you want to do. There's an audience for almost whatever you want to do. There are haters for almost every single type of content. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of toxic people. There's thousands of toxic videos. It sometimes gets overwhelming when that is in your feed. And I kind of want to start speaking more about that. Social media is not a horrible place, but it definitely can be. And even seeing a little bit of that toxicity can ruin your vibe, ruin your day, kind of turn you into like a horrible person for like a short period of time. It's not it really, I learned quite quickly that it can just mess with your mind. And the only social media I really enjoy going on is YouTube. But even that, I'm starting to see more of that. And what I hope Food for Thought becomes is a place kind of away from that, and it's impossible. It's just not gonna. I can't guarantee that that's going to happen. It's probably not. But hopefully I can become a person that can help you get away from that. I'm hoping this conversation between you and me can just block out all the noise that's out there for a little bit. Whatever's happening out there, you and me are talking. You clicked on the video because you had a genuine interest in me, or you had a genuine interest in the topic, and you want to talk about it. You want to discuss it. And not only that, I want to not only find the positive perspectives in things, but just talk about positive topics as well. I'm hoping to make that more of a routine. Some of my heroes are like Mr. Rogers and Bob Ross. The reason why is because every time someone talks about one of those two, it's the personality is becoming the story, is becoming the narrative. For Bob Ross, his kindness is just as much the story of Bob Ross as Bob Ross himself. Same thing with Mr. Rogers. His kindness is just as much the character as Mr. Rogers. When you hear Mr. Rogers, you have good thoughts. You have, and maybe I can't get that exact type of feeling, but hopefully something that makes you feel comfortable, that makes you say, alrighty, like, my day kind of sucked, but this part was good. This part was genuine. All right, thank you very much, folks.